Hi! My name is Philip Benedict Neri. Well, thinking about it, it makes me reminisce the memories of yesterday, whereas the world is just full of nature. The world is just very simple and it's beautiful. When I was young, me and my cousins and my siblings, we are very drawn to nature. It was probably year 2010s, early or late 2010s. We used to play here in our backyard and we just enjoy the beauty the nature gives us here. We sometimes play, like the 𝗕𝗏𝗽𝗧 here. Then we've imagined that we are some sort of like a fairy or something. Then we've imagined these plants as of their homes. Like, you get my point? Like, our lives way back then was very simple. Unlike now that it is very complicated, it's very stressful, it makes my head hurt thinking about it. Well, thinking about memories of yesterday rather makes me just happy that I've experienced those things beforehand. I have been always drawn to nature, the way it gives me nostalgia, the way it makes me, what do we call that? The way it gives me this vibes of pure serenity, pure peace. Yes, and by sitting just here, it makes me remember a lot of things. Like me and my family going to the countryside, meeting my other family, us talking about how beautiful the land formation are, the environments are, how green is the life there. Just pure happiness, pure joy, pure love. On the way to countryside.
Balay ba? Lah, tagal mo. Wala.
No. Hindi ko panipis, no. Dagan nung dali, no. Dali, no.
Balay tapos.
Seeing these disastrous calamities happen in our country, it makes me feel sad and worried. Thus, I know for myself that despite of it being a normal thing for every Filipino, what is not normal here is that these calamities happening in our country is influenced by our human activities in our daily lives that we sometimes do not notice that we are doing. It is just sad for me to think that we humans are destroying the planet, that despite of us knowing that this is the only planet that could sustain life, it just makes me sad. We know for ourselves that destroying the physical laws of nature can lead to much more disastrous happenings and events in our future. But we tend to forget these things and focus on what we want to achieve, what we want personally, and what we want for ourselves. Not thinking about others who will also be struggling with our actions. As a student and as a youth, my social status here in the society is not a hindrance for me to speak up. I believe that these micro actions of mine can have a macro impact in our society and to our planet. The things we can do to save our planet is, first, we need to clean our surroundings, we need to pick up the trashes. Next is we need to know how to segregate our trashes. We know where to put the biodegradable, the non-biodegradable, and of course, we need to know how to recycle things. Us recycling things, especially plastic containers, plastic bottles, and alike, can lessen our waste disposals. That can help in saving our planet. The next thing we need to do is to start tree planting or any planting activities. We can be a plantito or plantita in the future, like our mother, fathers, grandparents, and our titos and titas themselves. Thus, plant can help us in many ways. Plant gives us oxygen, gives us food, gives us herbal medicine, and a lot more. Plant is very essential in our needs as a human being, since the plant is the very essential part of the food chain and the food web. The next thing we have to do is to water our plants. Since we are done planting our plants, the next thing we have to do is to sustain and maintain the good shape of our plant. That's self-explanatory, but we have to take care of our plants. We need to be steward of God's creation, and we have to nurture and treasure what the nature gave to us. And lastly, we can also participate in various programs that can help us maintain our nature, such as the cleanup drives in our community and, of course, our school's SIPs. I am ending this with a reminder that we humans might be the factors to why our planet is slowly dying, but let us also not forget that we have the upper hand and the power to restore the beauty and what is the planet before it was destroyed. Now let's stop being radical. Let's start thinking mature and help one another fix the mess we've made for the next generation to enjoy. Benedicite, that in all things, God may be glorified. Thank you and have a great day.